Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Today's question is search in rotated sorted array 2. In this question, we are given an array sorted in ascending order and it is rotated at some pivot unknown to you beforehand. So for example, 0012256 might become 2560012. It means that the array is sorted but in rotated manner. So we are given a target value to search in the array. If we found the value, we have to return true, and otherwise we have to return false. Okay. So for example, see here the array which will be given to us will be a sorted rotated array. So the input here is 2560012. It is an rotated sorted array, and our target that the value we have to find is 0. So we can see that the 0 is present in the array. So we will simply return true from here. Now in next example, the same array is given and the target value now is 3. So it means that we can see that the 3 is not present in the array. So we will return false from here. So one thing to note here is that you can see that the values are not unique, they can be repeated. For example, there are 2 2's and 2 zeros in the input array. So this was the question. Now let's look at the approach how we will be solving it. So first of all, what we'll do, we will make a helper function. We will make a helper function in which we will pass the nums array, which will be our input array. We will pass the start value, start index of the array, and the end index of the array. So end index is nums dot size -1, and as a fourth argument we will pass the target. So we will make this helper function as a boolean function which will return either true or false. So the answer returned by the helper function will be our final answer. So we will return the output of the helper function. So now let's write the definition of the helper function. How we will do it? So return type is bool helper. We will be passing vector input array, that is nums. So int s, which is the starting index, int e, which is the ending index, and int target, the value we have to find in the array. So now let's just write the definition of this function. So first we will write the base cases. Now see, if our s will be greater than e, now the approach, that is, we know that this array is sorted. So for searching an element in a sorted array, what we will be using? We will be using a binary search algorithm which will take start and end values and find the middle of the values. And the breaking condition of the binary search algorithm is when our start is greater than end. So when our start is greater than end, it means that till now we do not have found any target value, any value in the input array which is equal to the target value. So we return false from here. Now after this base case, what we'll do, we will first calculate the mid of the array. So it will be equal to s plus e minus s by 2. Now if our nums of mid, that is the value at the mid index of the input array, is equivalent to target, that means we have found our value in the nums array. Now from here we will return true because we have found the value. So these two were the base cases of our recursive function. We will be implementing binary search through recursion in this part. So now what we'll do, we will declare 4 variables, that is v is equal to false, initial identified with false. Another one is bool x is equal to false. Another one is bool y is equal to false. Another one is bool z is equal to false. So I will tell you why we have declared these 4 variables. So now see, now our input array is sorted but it is in the rotated manner. So we know that when we choose a pivot element, that is the middle element. So suppose this was the array. Now we have taken the middle index. So middle index is 0. Now since it is a sorted rotated array, either the array on the right hand side or the array on the left hand side will be sorted. It is not possible that both the arrays are sorted, that is on the right side of the pivot element as well as on the left side of the pivot element. So either of these are sorted in nature, because we know that the middle element is less than the end element in this sorted array, and the starting element is less than the mid element in the sorted array. So once we have found the mid element, now we have to now we have to decide, now we have to check which of the arrays are sorted in nature. that is either the right array or either the left array. So we'll make a check. So if our nums of mid is less than equal to nums of end, it means that if our nums of mid is less than nums of end, it means that the right side of the array is sorted. It means that the right side of the array is sorted. Now again we will check. We have found that our right side of the array is sorted and left side is unsorted, because in sorted or rotated array only one side can be sorted at a particular time. So we have found out that the right side of the array is sorted. Now we will check whether our target lies on this side of the array or on this side of the array. So if our, what we'll do, if our target is greater than equal to nums of mid and our target is less than equal to nums of end, so it means that we have found out that this part of the array is sorted. Now we will find that whether the target exists in this part of the array or it will exist in this part of the array. So now if the target is greater than equal to nums mid and less than equal to nums end, it means that it is present on this side of the array, right side of the array. So what we'll do, we will call a recursion function v is equal to helper. We will pass the nums here and we can see that the right side of the array is present. So our start will become mid plus 1 and our end will remain same and the target value will be returned. Now else statement, else will be done because if we know that this part of the array is sorted but our target is not present on this side of the array, then we know that the target will be present on this side of the array only. So else what we'll do, we will call again the helper function. We will pass the nums. Now our start will remain same, our end will become mid minus 1 and we will return target from here. So these two were the conditions when our right side of the array was sorted. First we check that whether the right side of the array is sorted or not. If it is sorted, then we will check the position of the target element, that where it can be found. If it is found here, by this condition we can check whether this target belongs in this array, and else statement suggests that the target belongs in this part of the array. So this was the entire scenario when our right part of the array was sorted. Now this scenario where our left side of the array is sorted, it means that nums of s is less than equal to nums of mid. So this is the scenario when our left part of the array is sorted. So we'll check now if our target is greater than equal to nums of s and our target is less than equal to nums of mid. So when this is the case, that it means that the left part of the array is sorted and the target belongs in that sorted part only. So then what we'll do, we will again call a helper function y is equal to helper. We'll pass nums in it, we'll pass s as it is, and our end will become mid minus 1 and target. Now if this is not the case, then it means that our left part of the array is sorted and the answer lies on the right side of the array. So z is equal to helper, nums, s will be mid plus 1, end will remain as it is, and target we will pass. Now we have made 4 recursions calls, that is v, x, y and z. Now these values will contain either true or false. If only one value is true, then it means that we have found the target in our answer, target in our input array. So what we'll do, we'll return in the end x or y or z or v. If either one of these is true, then we will return true from this function, and it will return true from the main function. So this was the entire code of this question. I hope guys you like this video. Now let's just run the code. So you can see that it is passing the custom test case. Now let's just submit it. So yes, it is getting accepted. I hope guys you like the video. Thank you.